For your purposes, to give you a sense, you or the public, what 25 grams of marijuana would look like, that's about it. And so not a large amount. And the number of joints, if you will, that could be made from that amount varies significantly depending on how much they put in each joint.
I'm sure it does vary significantly. In the spotlight tonight, a new pot policy here in New York City starting November 19th. If you are found with 25 grams or less of marijuana, instead of being arrested for a misdemeanor, you will be issued a summons to appear in court at a later date and fined up to $100 for a first offense, up to $250 for a second offense. One more time now. Here's the police commissioner showing you exactly what 25 grams looks like. And I know he actually sounds a little high in this, but he's not. He'll explain why.
But that's about, 25 grams. This, for clear explanation purposes, is oregano. It is not marijuana. And all I can think of right now is pizza, because I usually like oregano on my pizza. But so if you smell it, that's not marijuana. But just for purposes of giving you an idea what we're talking about.
All I can think of now is oregano. Joining me now is Cassandra Frederique, Policy Manager at the Drug Policy Alliance. Cassandra, this is a big breakthrough here. What does it mean to New York City?
I think it's really important that we take a step back and realize that what the mayor and the police commissioner was talking about was the law that's already been passed in 1977. So in 1977, when they decriminalized marijuana, if you were in possession of up to 25 grams, you should have always been given a summons or a ticket. But what's been happening in the last 20 years is due to illegal searches, young people, mostly men of color, are being arrested. And so today, I think what the mayor was asking of the NYPD was actually to follow the law that's already been passed 37 years ago.
They sure didn't present it that way. They never suggested that, this is really just following a decision made a long time ago.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that advocates are really looking at, is understanding that for the most part, a lot of these arrests should never have been happening in the first place.
And we've seen these arrest charts here in New York City. The use of marijuana is very high among white New York City residents. They do not bear their share of the arrests. The minority population wildly overrepresented in these arrests on marijuana.
Yeah, if the mayor wanted to push forward a progressive stance on marijuana arrests in New York City, you would have a progressive stance where it would be the same policies that are associated with young white New Yorkers would be the same things that were associated with young New Yorkers of color. No arrests, no tickets, no fines. And I think that's what we really need to start looking at and challenging our progressive mayor to look at things that are more based in the reality, right? So let's talk about the policies around racial disparities and enforcement. Let's figure out a way to really provide relief to the communities that have been under siege for 20 years. And let's actually really think about how we want to deal with marijuana in a way that doesn't overcriminalize communities and exhaust very limited resources.
Cassandra Frederique, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.